Hi everybody, I am waiting for my flight to go home to my family. So, it's so weird, like whenever you're with your kids, I don't know if a lot of you can probably relate, but when you're with your kids, sometimes you just want to pull your hair out and in your mind you're like, get me out of the house. But I've only been gone since Wednesday night, and I'm missing my babies. I want to hold them, I want to kiss them, oh my gosh. So I'm excited to go home, but I have an hour layover. I am now in Vegas, and holy moly, there's like machine slots everywhere. Good thing I'm not a gambling man, because otherwise I can imagine people losing a lot of money here. But I just wanted to do a brief convention review, and then at some point I'm gonna talk to my team too, and give more a feedback of the convention. Overall, convention was amazing. I walked out of there feeling like a superwoman, and I can do anything. Like right now, I feel like I can just I can be the president of the United States of America, but then again, I'm not a U.S. citizen yet, so maybe that's not gonna happen. But I do need to work on my citizenship, because guess what? We're almost to being cruise qualified. So we need your help to get me and my family to be cruise qualified this month. And that I would just be forever thankful. And I see that the sales went really well last night with my husband, and thank you so much for being nice to him. He worked really hard. Like, I love that man from the bottom of my heart. He is so willing to do anything for our family. And I miss him. I cannot wait to go home. This layover and the 7-hour flight I have to do. Anyways, but at least I'm wearing my perfect tee and my leggings. Check it out. Yeah, I'm in a corner. So for you guys who don't know what Lularoe is, I know especially my locals are not quite familiar with Lularoe. So I sell clothing. I sell dresses, skirts, tops, and whatnot. But one thing that I took away from the Lularoe convention is, sure, I sell clothes, but really, it is so much more than that. I give women confidence. I give women the freedom. I have the power to give women the freedom to be debt-free, the freedom for them to have a creative outlet, the freedom to not worry about whether or not they can put their kids in the VPK that they want, or if they can buy us clothes for back to school. Seriously, this company is only 3 years old. 3 years old, and we're already like breaking all the rules. We're almost there on with Apple and Google, and I'm trying not to be emotional, because this company is just, it has blessed so many lives. I can't believe I'm crying at the airport. I'm not crying. Blessed so many lives, and has blessed mine and my family. My husband is willing to be, oh my gosh, my husband is able to be help me out and be able to change his career track and study for the GMAT and stuff, and be able to do something that he actually loves. And with that, he's able to help me with the business and be with my kids. I'm able to stay at home with my babies, and I'm sure a lot of you out there are trying to find a way. I remember being at home, and I was, okay, so all my life I've been excited to be a mom. And when I finally became a mom, I mean, people tell you it's hard, but you don't know that it's hard until it actually happens to you. And then I felt like I just lost, this is gonna sound so dramatic, but I feel like there's a lot of women out there that can relate to my story. I don't really have like a tragic story, but when I had my kids, I love them to that. I love being a mom, don't get me wrong, but I felt like I lost my identity. Because I feel like when you become a mom, you put yourself as the last priority. You put your family first, you put your children first, your husband, everybody else except you. And then you almost get to the point where, like, at least for me, I got to the point where I couldn't remember what my likes and dislikes anymore. I mean, I knew I loved to dance, but I had no, I mean, I could go to Zumba and stuff, but you know what I mean, like, I was so involved in being a mother that I've forgotten about myself. And motherhood is awesome, and I'm all for it. I want to make babies like crazy. But I also lost myself. Like I said, I had no idea what my likes and dislikes were anymore. Like if my husband left me, I had no idea what to do with myself. I mean, I could watch shows and stuff, but that wasn't productive. Like, I felt like I needed to do something that would make me feel accomplished, that would make me feel proud, and that could help other people. And like, I wanted to be something. I wanted to, yeah. So this convention, this company has gotten me to that point where I have now found a way to, it's given me a creative outlet to do whatever I want, to be an entrepreneur, and to set my work hours, to be my own boss, and at the same time help others to have that freedom and bless their life. So one thing that I took from the convention, there's a couple things, but one thing that I found is I need to be a no matter what kind of person. I need to wake up during the day or in the morning, and I just need to, it's a brand new day. I can do whatever I want, no matter what. And the people that were awarded being a coach or being a mentor, like, the thought process in my head is, what's the difference between me and her? Nothing. Sure, they've been in the company maybe longer than me, but that doesn't mean anything. It's the drive. It's, are you hungry to be something, to change the world? Look, Lularoe is not just clothes. Like Simon Sinek said, like, Lularoe is changing lives, it's changing the world. We have the capacity to strengthen families and bless others. Let me just look at my notes. I know I said this is going to be brief, but I have an hour layover, you guys. I need to talk to somebody. Let me just look over my notes. If you guys are wondering, I know some of you have talked to me about the opportunity of being a Lularoe consultant and the initial inventory. You're like, Grace, that's a lot of money. I know it's a lot of money, but you guys, I started this business in December. I was, what, 7 months pregnant? Thank you, Melanie. Thank you so much. I try to be, because I want you guys to know the real life of a Lularoe consultant. Because, I mean, I can pretty myself up. And what's that gonna do with you? But I do, oh yeah, that's another thing that Lularoe has gotten me. I found myself not having a motivation to put makeup on, I stayed in my pajamas the whole day, and my husband would come home, and I know, like, I just felt that guilt. Like, I know I wanted to dress, now I want to dress up because I want to feel beautiful. And that's, I think a lot of moms out there, like, probably feel like, what's the point of putting makeup on? What's the point of putting clothes on? It's not like my kids are gonna care, right? And you find yourself talking to yourself. And with Lularoe, I've met so many people that I would not have met without being a Lularoe consultant. I have found a reason to go out there and be out of my house, and then come home and be like, hey babies, I miss you. But anyways, now I lost my train of thought. But okay, Melanie, I'll check my messages. And then the other thing a couple things that I took from that convention is, how do I want my children to see me? So Deanne, the owner of CEO, she is passionate about her mom. Her mom's already passed away, but she talks about her very fondly. And I have 2 girls, and I want that. I want them to, seriously, I don't know, I'm crazy. Someday when I'm passed and gone, I want them to look back and talk about their mom, or talk about me in such a light where I feel proud. I'm sorry, okay, no more crying, okay. But yeah, I want them to know the value of hard work. I want them to know that they can do anything, that girls can rock and do whatever they want. If you want to be an astronaut, go do it. If that's what you're passionate about, do it. I mean,
Kevin Barber, if you're in the boarding area, please be there for tonight, C12.
We only have this life to do, like, why waste it on something that you don't love? If your passion is to be in corporate and like sit behind a desk and be a leader, do it. If you want to be a skateboarder, do it. Like, I mean, what's stopping you? Most of the time, you're only stopping yourself. And then one of the things that Simon Sinek talked about right in the beginning, he's like, this is a fact. Women make better leaders than men, and I thought that was just so funny. Because with men, I'm not trying to be sexist, but this is from Simon Sinek. He talks about, like, with men, when they have a goal, they will do whatever they want, push people aside to get to it, to get to the touchdown. With women, we use our emotional feel. Okay. We use our emotional feel, we use empathy to reach out to other people, and I feel, and that's what makes us a great leader, because people want to feel safe. People want to feel like they belong, and that's a power that women have, and I'm sure some men have it too. Oh yeah, did you know that you can be a man and be a Lularoe consultant? I'll share his page, but this is true. I've forgotten his name already. I wish I can remember it. I think it's Dunaway. His last name is Dunaway. He served in the military, okay, and he has kids. He's a wrestling coach. This is a manly man, and he's proud to be. He's proud of being a Lularoe fashion consultant. I mean, that's just amazing and a weird combo, but that's fun. Let me see. Talk about. And then the other thing that I took is from Les Brown. He was our last speaker. I think, if I can find it, hold on a second, you guys. Yeah, he said, when you do what is easy, your life will be hard. Think about that, because I had to think about it really, really hard. When you do something easy, like, sure, it's easy in the short term, but in the long run, you're not going anywhere. If you're staying in a job because you're too comfortable, you're not progressing, you're not doing anything. But if you do hard things, like, you'll find it more rewarding, whatever you're doing. You'll find that your time is more valuable, you know? And then the other thing that I took, and I texted this to my husband, is the best revenge is massive success. And I also texted this to Megan. If you think you can't do anything, and if people are telling you that you can't do something, or, like, for example, a lot of people say, oh, Lularoe is another direct sales company. This is just a fad. It's gonna go away, or it's just gonna get oversaturated. Guess what? I will prove you wrong. Because I'm so hungry right now. I just want to, like I said, I feel like I can conquer the world right now. And that should be your mindset. Be unstoppable, be relentless, and that you don't have to be a fashion consultant. This is for anything that you're doing right now. Think about what your goals are. Don't just think of, I want to be debt free. Like, think of something bigger. So that's one thing that so my why of starting this business started with me. I wanted to do something for myself, and then it went to I wanted to do something for my family. I wanted to be able to do something that would be able to provide for my family. But after this convention, I'm thinking big, you guys. Okay, so there's this lady, Kim Roylance. She's been in the company for 3 years, I think, when it started. She's the first person in the company. Like I said, we're only a 3-year-old company, and we're beating all of the rules. I mean, we're headed to being $1 billion company, and we're debt-free. This woman is the first mentor to receive over $1 million. Like, her check, I'll post a picture of it, like, it was a huge check. And then I kept thinking, like, wait, what's the difference between her and me? I'm in a $1 million check. Imagine what you can do with that. And luckily with Kim Roylance, like, her why evolved to now they're using that money or their profits to help orphanages in Mexico, I believe. And so now my goal is to go bigger, to change lives. Lularoe is not just a clothing business. Sure, it's what attracts people, but it's the culture, it's the love that drives people to do whatever. Because if you're doing something and you have no reason to be doing it, most likely you will stop doing it, or you'll lose your desire to do whatever you're doing. And I feel like with Lularoe, once you figure out, hone it down to what your why is, if you have a special need child and you're a single mom, like I had a consultant who's like that, Jacqueline, hi Jacqueline. She has every reason to make excuses to say, oh, the initial I'm a single mom, I can't afford to spend $5,000 on the initial inventory. She could say, I have a special needs, I don't have time for this, I have other people. Like, she has every excuse to make excuses, but she's doing this. If there's a will, there's a way, guys. Or if you're somebody who's wanting to pay off your student loans and you don't want to do this right now because you want to pay your student loans, okay, so my business plan is whenever I make a profit, I put it back into my inventory, and because my goal right now is to build my inventory. But if I had not done that, I would have gotten my investment back in like 3 weeks. Seriously, you can get your money back with this company. This stuff sells itself. You guys see my page. I don't have to do anything really. It sells itself. People want this. And I've been, for the past 3 days, I've been with a lot of people all dressed up as Lularoe consultant. And imagine a world where everyone feels confident and no matter what size they are, because everybody look beautiful. I'm not just saying that. Like, seriously, the petite ones, my big girls, yeah, they look beautiful. Like, all the dresses, there's a style for you out there that can make you look flattering. I just met somebody from Orlando, and she's probably like, this girl can't talk. And I seriously wasn't planning on talking to you for this long. But like I said, I have an hour layover. But if you have any questions, if you have any concerns about, like, if you want to do this business and you're like, Grace, I really can't afford this, like, talk to me. We'll figure something out. Or if you have any doubts or regrets, just talk to me. And this is what I tell people about the business is you need to go do your own research. I can't persuade you to join the business. Do your research. And I'm telling you, like, when I found out about this, okay, I was not a customer. I did not own a single piece of Lularoe clothing. My friend Crystal, we were on vacation, and I was thinking of being a consultant for another direct sales company, and she's like, wait, no, don't do this, because one of my dreams was to own a boutique someday. And she's like, no, have you heard of Lularoe? I was like, Lula what? I've never heard of that company. And so she pulls out, I think it was a Madison Crystal, right, Crystal? I can't remember. And I just felt that, I was like, oh, this is nice. This is like soft and stretchy, and the prints look gorgeous. And so from then on, and then we went back home, like, I could not sleep. I could not sleep at all. I just Facebook stalked it, I went to Instagram and checked out the hashtag butter leggings and Lularoe, whatever. And I just had this gut feeling that I needed to do this. And every time I talk to somebody, you can ask my sister-in-law, we were like at Five Guys when I told her about it. Like, I was shaking at the end of the conversation just because I was so excited, I was so anxious. Sure, this is, one thing I have to say though, this is not your, I'm not trying to bash the other direct sales company, not at all. I love direct sales. I didn't used to, but now I do. I have respect for every woman out there who signed up to do a business and be a mom or be whatever else, part-time. Anyways, this is a business. This is a small business. This is not your $99 kit. Whenever you whatever you put in, that's what you'll get. If you buy a lot of inventory, you will make a lot more profit. I don't know how else I can stretch that, but okay. Let me see what else here, so I stop like babbling. Oh, I'm sure you guys are want to know about the numbers. Yeah. So that's one thing I was interested about is how much do these people make? People above me, like for real. So I wrote that up for you. If I could just find it. If you guys have any questions, email me, or you can just message right now, but I can't tell if I'm lagging though. I probably am. Oh yeah, so the butter breeches, that's the male Lularoe consultant. So one of his thing is like when you're trying to decide on something, if you want to, like for example, if you want to be a Lularoe consultant, ask yourself, is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind? Oh my goodness. Lularoe is so generous. I've never seen such a company that's so generous and so loving, not just to their consultants, but to the customers as well. Okay, so a trainer in this company makes about $2,000. Okay, and this is not just like numbers I'm throwing out. I've met these people, I've talked to these people who've made this kind of money. So a trainer makes about $2,000 to $6,000 a month, per month. A coach averages from $6,000 to $80,000 a month. So if you're a person who just wants to make like a couple hundreds for groceries and you're Lularoe, like I said, sells itself, and you can make a lot of money with this. So yeah, a coach just makes between $6,000 to $80,000 per month, and if you're a mentor, which is the highest one, I mean, the sky's the limit. You can make $50,000 and up. Like Kim Rollins, I mean, she made $1 million. I want that one. And then I think it was Sadie Thompson. Oh yeah, so there's this girl from Orlando. Her name is something Orvik. I can't remember her name, but she's been doing this business for 11 months. And oh, here it is. And just this last month of June, she made $54,499. And Sadie Thompson, which is one of her mentors, she's made $170,000 per month. And they showed a chart for us, and that's way more than what a surgeon makes, you guys. I sell clothes, and there's a possibility that I can make more than a surgeon. Anyways, I better stop this because I'm sure I'll do another one of this because I wanted to go more into the culture of Lularoe, which I've already kind of tackled. But seriously though, if you have any questions, this has changed my life. This has changed my perspective on everything. The person sitting, she's actually sleeping. This person sitting right next to me is not just a person. Maybe she's somebody who has a story, and everybody has a story. Maybe this opportunity is what you need in order for you to have your confidence back, in order for you to feel accomplished again. And even the single ladies out there, I have my Lula baby, Amy Carl. Single people could do this. You can make, if anything, you have the rest of your time to do this, and you can make money.
Just stay seated and just get
I guess I have to
at this time.
Nicole, I cannot wait to meet you. Yeah, we can do this. I promise. We can do this. Yeah, save every penny. Well, I guess I gotta go. Alright. I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.